Hi guys, my name's Holly Baxter. I'm an accredited practicing dietitian and online physique coach, and today I'm going to be making some calorie-friendly cupcakes. So I'm going to do two different varieties and a variety of different toppings, so stay tuned and I really hope that you enjoy this recipe. So typically cupcakes are filled with sugar and they're high in fat. So today I'm going to be modifying some of the ingredients, taking out some of the sugars and replacing them with sweeteners, and showing you how to make what could usually be quite a calorie dense snack into something that's actually quite macro friendly. To start off with the ingredients, I'll work with the actual cupcake itself. So typically a cupcake is going to be made with regular flour. So this means that the carbohydrate content is going to be higher. So to reduce some of the carbohydrates, I'm actually going to substitute it with some coconut flour. So this has a little bit more fat, but is much lower in carbs. So I'm going to use 75 grams of this into the cupcake recipe today. I'm going to be using some gluten-free all-purpose flour. So I'm choosing gluten-free because I have celiac disease, but just so that you know, there is no benefits from a health perspective of choosing gluten-free over non-gluten-free, and it's a lot more expensive. So don't waste your money on looking for gluten-free products if you're not if you don't have celiac disease. So I'm going to be using 75 grams of this. The last of the kind of dry ingredients, I suppose, is a protein powder. So again, most cupcakes will be made with all flour. So to bring up the protein content, I'm going to be adding a 75 gram serving of vanilla or some kind of plain flavored protein powder. Again, cupcakes are usually really high in sugar, so we're going to substitute out all of that sugar for a sweetener. So I'm going to be using this powdered sucralose, but you can also use a liquid sweetener if you prefer. For the chocolate cupcakes, I'm going to be using Hershey's cocoa powder rather than regular chocolate. So again, that's going to help keep our calories right down. And I'm going to be using about 2 heaped tablespoons of this in the chocolate ones. I'm going to be using 1 whole egg, 1 serving of egg stirs. So again, this is a fat-free, carb-free product and will replace 1 egg. Instead of using a regular cow's milk, I'm going to be substituting out with a almond milk, and the quantity today will be about half a cup, but I may need a little bit extra depending on how this mixture comes together. Some kind of vanilla essence, or if you have actual vanilla beans, that's even better because it has such a nice flavor. But today for the vanilla essence, 1 teaspoon. For the icings, I've just picked out 2 ready-made icings. So I have buttercream and a chocolate fudge, and then I'm going to decorate this with some different bits and pieces. So on the vanilla ones, I'm going to use sprinkles. And for the chocolate ones, I'm going to use these Hershey's cookies and cream bits. And I've already been nibbling on the white chocolate in these, and they're delicious. So they'll go on top of one of the cupcakes. Today I'm using this kind of imitation butter, and it's got a third of the amount of less fat than a regular butter. So try this brand if you have access to it. It only has 4 grams of fat per serving compared to something that would normally have 10 to 12 grams of fat. 75 grams of flour. A cup of sweetener. So make sure that you preset your oven to around 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. And we're going to bake these in for around 15 minutes until they're nice and lightly golden. I'm just going to create a well in the center so that I can pour in the egg white and the egg. I'm also going to add some baking powder, so this is going to help the cupcakes rise. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this recipe, please share it, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to check out my brand new ebook. You can access this by heading over to my website, and I'm going to list the links here for you. And if you have any nutrition questions at all, please leave me a comment and I will be happy to help you.